Hello my friends, John LaRuffa here with another Unbiased unboxing, and this time is ticking away with Pendulum. It's time to look at this brand new release from Stonemaier Games. I've been waiting for this eagerly, actually. I know it's gotten some mixed reviews, but I think this is going to be a game right up my alley. But let's figure out what it looks like inside. Okay, as we get started here, I'm going to beg you, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already, as it greatly improves my mood and makes me happy. This is kind of cool. Looks like I got the 75th of 1200. Oh no, sorry, 8075th. Not very cool, I guess. Anyway, first printing, there we go. First and foremost, as many of you know about me on these things, I do like the fact that it is showing you what the game looks like on the back. And it has a components list and the information. So that's a big plus for me. I liked how they did that in this one. Thank you very much, Stonemaier Games. Shouldn't have to guess what I'm getting inside, you know. A lot of times I buy games without having played them first. Most of the time I buy games without having played them first, especially since I'm a solo gamer in most ways. So this is really important, really helpful. And of course, I'll look at other resources like Board Game Geek and everything else, but still, you know, tell me what's in the box. All right, so taking out the shrink here. Inside, standard cardboard, no illustrations there. We've got the usual feeling of the rulebook from Stonemaier Games, similar to, you know, Wingspan and others, that like it's basically printed on like a PVC kind of plastic. Thinking it's PVC. I don't really know what it is, but you know what I'm talking about. It's not fabric. It's kind of a printed plastic. So the rulebook itself is actually pretty big. I did already pre-read some of it from the website, and I can say that the way they are laying it out is trying to really make for some unambiguous rules, which is good. So yeah, pretty beefy there. 2 and 3 players, talking about that. The game ends here. Removing timers, the advanced variant, and then some explanations of stuff. All right, frequently asked questions, that's cool. And then a separate book for the Ottoman, which I always appreciate. Very much looking forward to trying to play against the Ottoman. Hopefully the Ottoman presents a solid challenge in this game. Really keeps you on your toes. So the rules themselves seem like they're well illustrated. There's a lot of room for the text, even though they're in large rule books. Looks like it won't be too bad. Oh, good. Plenty of difficulty levels. Okay, then you've got this setup player aid here, which is cool. Tells you what you're doing, talks to you about the unlimited actions, tells you about some rewards and such. So that's cool. The council phase. All right, what do we have here? So this looks like probably, well, these are the voting markers, I guess, and this is some other stuff called council, so must be something to trigger that phase. Timer track. The main board itself, let's see how this looks. Got a little manufacturing dust on it, so we're gonna go ahead and kind of wipe that off, but it looks like this is the side for 1 to 3 players over here. Board seems fine, smooth, no texture. Looks like it's well illustrated. I know that you're going to be, you know, moving the timer back and forth on these things, so it's clear how that works. And then here is the 4 to 5 player side. So there we go. I like what I'm seeing there. That's cool. Okay, back in here. Looks like we've shrink wrapped some of our player boards and components, which is just fine. I do appreciate when they shrink wrap these kinds of things, because that means they're not going to get scuffed up and ruined in transit, which is almost inevitable if you've got things bouncing around, so thank you for that. Okay, the only thing I don't like is shrink wrapped cards or like really thin things that end up warping because of it. That's frustrating, but looks like they did the right thing and put an insert of cardboard in there to prevent that. So great job. That's how it's done. Rigid cardboard. Make sure you don't have warp on your boards. I appreciate that. I do, because you know what? Board games are are not the cheapest thing in the world, so you want them to last, you want the components to be good, and so far, that's where we're going here. Good components. Unless a little operator error on the unpacking of it, but that's be my fault and my fault alone. So I do like the fact that they included that on there. And then we've got this nice board, no texture, clear spots for some cards. And then looks like, I don't know, this must be for the, I guess this is the Ottoman. Yep, there's the Ottoman here. So what do we have here? We've got spots for scoring card, time markers, information for up to 2 Ottomans. Okay, maybe you play against 2. I don't really know the Ottoman rules yet. And let's see what we got. So I know that these are all A and B sided. So one side is kind of like the standard and the other side a little bit different. So I do like that each of the sides here present a different kind of feel for the different characters. I also noticed that the tracks are a different length. So that's cool. See, for instance, there, the blue one's longer than the red. Yellow, here it's different. So each side gives you different powers and different things to focus on. Very cool. Ooh, bulk. Looks like he's doing a little yelling there. All right, these are nice quality. They've got that texture feel to them, similar to the kind of material that you found in Tapestry for those boards. So those look good. They'll be fine there. They're not cardboard. They are, you know, again, that plastic feel. Okay, then we've got the workers, the meeples. So we've got 2 sizes. We've got our grande workers right here. All right, and we've got the regular workers right here. These are plastic, no problem with that. I don't mind plastic. They're a heavier plastic, so they don't feel cheap. All right, then we've got some heavy plastic voting markers right here, these squares. And then the plastic components. All these have the same feel as they do in Tapestry. So if you've played that game or you've had that game, same feel to the plastic there, which I didn't have any problem with at all, and I kind of liked. All right, so we've got plenty of cubes for the different resources here. Then we've got some cylinders, probably for marking. Oh, that's pretty standard. Here's some more cubes and more cubes. So as long as we got the right number, we should be in good shape. And then a couple more things here. Looks like we've got some slightly custom figures here. This looks like some hourglasses and hexagons. So let's see what those are all about. Thank you for including some bags. I appreciate that. I like to bag up my components. And, you know, it's always nice to get what you need from that standpoint. And then finally, ooh, look at this. Is this metal? Oh, yeah, heavy metal star here. So I'm not sure what that is, but that is metal. And, ooh, nice and heavy. Tink, tink. All right, cool. Maybe that's the round marker or a first player marker or something. Don't know, but that looks cool. Okay, let's just cut right to the chase. These main events, all right, these timers. Let's see how they do right out of the box, if they're actually flowing or not. So I know they got to be broken in a little bit, but what do we got here? Because this is going to be super important. All right, oops, I'm not even on the screen. All right, so as I look at it, the purple appears to be flowing just fine. Just fine. I don't know if you can really see that there, but yep, you can see it. So the purple looks good. Flip it over. Is it flowing in the other direction? Yes, it is. Okay. The black, kind of give it a little shake. Kind of break it in. Black is definitely flowing. You can see that. No problem there. No problem there. And then the green. Green is also flowing. You can't quite see, but it is. So green's flowing. Okay. So I know that the black is supposed to be the shortest, the green is the second, and the purple is the longer one, but as long as they're all flowing, then we're in good shape. This is kind of tough to see, but I can definitely see it is working. So that's good. Timers are important in this game. They better work. So I know there was some question about whether they were in good quality. I mean, these seem fine to me. And if they work, that's the key. These also are a little bit of heavier plastic there, so that should be fine. Be easy to flip them, and hopefully they don't turn, tip over on us. Okay, then we've got our cards. So let's see what these look like. All right, as we crack these open. All right, these cards are good quality, have a texture. They are paper. Let's take a look at what we get here for some of these illustrations. So they're pretty functionally standard, it looks like. This to that. Easy and clear to read at a glance. So no real problems there. They have different backs. Well, maybe not. Yeah, they do. They have different backs. Okay, so these are good quality. I'm going to say you probably don't have to sleeve these unless you're big into sleeving like I am, but they don't feel, real flimsy. They're of good weight, so I appreciate that. All right, so those are the little cards there. Then the larger deck here, which looks like it also contains some of the Ottoman information. All right, so these are the same thickness as the other ones. As cards get bigger, you might want to sleeve them, but these are the same thickness and the same type of texture. So things are clear on here, clearly illustrated. Looks like those are for the Ottoman. And some more information here. So, not sure what this, that's abilities probably for the main characters. Here's some more stuff. So I got to figure out what all this is. This could be all Ottoman. Yeah, it looks like it. A lot of it is. Anyway, so we're going to see how this works, how this plays. It's clear that they're showing us some priorities here and different things. So I'm not sure. We'll see how that all works itself out. But lots of cards for the Ottoman. That's actually pretty big, as usual. If you can see here, look at that deck. So that's pretty hefty. All that. And these are most likely the different levels. Cool. Okay, so those are good. And then finally, we've got these square cards, which I remember seeing is probably where some of the artwork is supposed to be. And I think these are the conquered, places where you conquer. So these are the, the 4 different ways you rotate them and stuff. These are actually feel just a smidge thinner. I think it's just my imagination, though. Same texture. So there is some artwork on here. Clearly, it's the same type of color scheme, trying to keep that kind of at bay. So this green theme probably helps with the functionality. Doesn't do anything for the illustrations, though. Here's some blue ones. Yeah, it kind of subdues. Here's red. Subdues some of that artwork, which doesn't really matter to me very much, but I can already tell you that I don't think this is going to be a game where it's like, wow, the theme. But that's okay. I don't mind playing themeless games as long as they're fun, as long as they provide a challenge. So these are fine. Overall, I'd say the quality of the components is very good. It's exactly what I'd expect from Stonemaier Games. The timers are going to be the main event. Hopefully they'll be fine. They'll hold up. And that's about the size of it. So thank you very much for watching. John LaRuffa with Unbiased Unboxing. We took a look at Pendulum. And please, again, like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thanks, everybody. Take it easy and happy gaming.